We're almost to the end of the year, which means there's probably going to be one or maybe two more title updates for College Football 26. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what you could be expecting for the rest of the College Football 26 season, as soon we're going to be gearing up to start getting ready for the College Football 27 season. Now, if you're new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these important videos, like these updates when they actually drop, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on. That way you never miss any of these videos when I drop them. We'd like to get to 700K subs very soon, and if everybody watching just subscribed, we get at those numbers in a few days. So to start off, we do have a small update for College Football 26 today. It's nothing massive, but it's something they're going to be doing weekly for the rest of the year, which we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to also go over some other things we can expect to be coming as we get to the end of update season. Like I said, we maybe have one or two more updates max for College Football 26, at least if we go off of what they did last year for 25. So there are still some important things that are going to be coming to the game. But today they did do a small update, and on their website they said that they have updated the College Football Top 25 poll for week 13. And then they said, what is the top 25 poll? It says each week of the regular season, the College Football 26 top 25 poll will be updated in-game to reflect the performances from last week's slate. The poll is a unique ranking list straight from the College Football 26 studio. Hop into CFB 26 today and play as some of the biggest movers from the past week. This week saw some massive surges at the bottom of the rankings, as the last four teams are new to this week's rankings. But their most recent victories highlight solid seasons for all of them, and they deserve a spot on our list, as some of them push for a chance at the college football playoff. So it sounds like every week for the rest of the year, they're actually going to be updating the CFB 26 top 25 ranking, which is pretty good because this is not something that they were doing throughout the year. They would maybe do it when they did a roster update, but we haven't seen too many of those. So now they're going to be updating this weekly, which I think is good, because when you jump into the game and you want to play, you want the rankings in game to kind of reflect real life. So here are the biggest movers for this week. The Oregon Ducks at number 5. Oregon locked in a win against their final ranked opponent of the regular season, USC. The Ducks put up over 400 yards of offense and controlled the time of possession, moving within one game of capping off a highly successful season. Their hopes for a Big Ten championship appearance remain alive, and even if they fall short, they'll still be regarded as one of the strongest rosters in college football playoff. Michigan Wolverines up to number 15. Another Big Ten program climbed the rankings this week, with Michigan rising 2 spots. The Wolverines dominated Maryland by winning the turnover margin, rushing for more than 200 yards and finding the end zone 4 times on the ground. Looking ahead, they'll face top-ranked Ohio State next week in the big game. If Michigan comes out on top, they'll be in a strong position to lock up the college football playoff berth and keep their Big Ten championship hopes alive. That's going to be a tough one, though, because Ohio State they're just rolling this year. So we'll see if they lose to Michigan. They haven't beat Michigan for a few years now, but I feel like this year they're probably going to, because I feel like they're just clearly the better team this time around. And the other big mover were the Pittsburgh Panthers up to 23. The Pitt Panthers have re-entered the top 25 after upsetting Georgia Tech in a crucial win that keeps them in the ACC race. Following a tough loss to Notre Dame, Pitt bounced back with more than 400 yards of total offense and picked off Haynes King twice in key moments. They'll take on Miami next week, and an upset there would give them a strong shot at reaching the ACC championship game. And here you could see the entire top 25 poll here. These are the top 15 teams right here. You could pause the video and kind of read and see where they are. And then here are the 16 through 25 teams. So you should expect this to get updated every single week now, which is nice. I know people will like to see that. So we'll see what they look like next week after a lot of big games are coming this Saturday. Now, I'm going to continue on some other important updates that are going to be coming soon to College Football 26, but really quickly I have to shout out today's video sponsor, Underdog. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog playing their pick'em game. Basically, all you do is pick higher or lower on player stats, and if they hit, you can win some big money. But with it being Thanksgiving week, it's Underdog's famous Feast Week, where they give even more promos. They give you unlimited boost, profit boost, new deals every day, and plenty more. And for this week on Thanksgiving, they're going to give you a special play of Lamar Jackson to get a single yard. All he has to do is get 1 yard, and that's it, you win. And if you use my code RAY, R-A-Y, you'll have access to all these free plays and specials that'll be coming all week long, and you'll get $100 in bonus credit for free. All you have to do is play one $5 entry, and you just can't beat that. Now, in terms of other updates that are coming for College Football 26, as we get near the end of the season, we probably won't see a ton of gameplay updates. There will still be maybe some more small gameplay tweaks as they kind of get those last little fixes or balancing things in the game as they move to 27, because after the next month or two, they're going to pretty much be all focused on College Football 27, which means that the game we have right now in its current state, that'll be it for the rest of the year. So they may do a little bit more balancing with gameplay, but I don't think they're going to do too much, as most of the gameplay issues have been resolved, or at least the ones that can be quickly resolved have been resolved. Some of the bugs or some of the overpowered stuff people were doing. Again, they may choose to balance a few more things before they put it to the side for the rest of the year, just because that's the game we're going to have to live with for the next 5 to 6 months while we wait for the next one. So we could see some small stuff there, but I wouldn't expect really any massive changes for gameplay. I think most of those have happened already. Now, where we could see some changes with gameplay that would maybe be more significant is potentially some playbook stuff. We know last year they put a lot of new plays in the game after the update. This year they've done a little of that, but with Madden recently, we saw them put like 1,000 new plays into the game just a week ago. Now, some of those they actually took directly from College Football 26, but there were a lot of new formations and plays that don't exist in College Football 26. So the fact that they put those in Madden, I think there is a chance we could see those coming to College Football 26 before the year is over, because with a lot of stuff, the games are going to share a lot of content, especially where it makes sense. So things like plays and equipment, stuff like that. If one game gets it, usually the other game gets it, or at least a decent amount of it, whatever can easily translate. So I do think we could see some more playbook stuff coming to College Football 26. Obviously, we're going to be getting more uniform stuff. We already have heard that certain uniforms are coming, like the Navy new uniforms that were revealed, for example, and a ton of other teams. You know, in college every year, that's one of the biggest things with college football. They're always revealing new uniforms for so many different teams, for big games, and sometimes EA has to wait until those uniforms are revealed before they could put them in the game. Sometimes they can put them in the game early. I mean, certain uniforms have literally been leaked by being in college football early. So we do know we're going to get at least 1 or 2 more updates where they're going to be adding more of these alternate uniforms that teams have been revealing over the last few weeks. That is pretty much a guarantee. They've already talked about some of them. So that is definitely coming. In terms of equipment, I do think we still will see some more new equipment. One of the big things people have been asking for all year is the new F7 helmet. And we know that EA has it. Even Shut themselves said that they sent it over to EA. That's one that I'm not sure why it's taking so long. I know it's, little logistic things maybe with getting it right, but I thought that would be in the game already by now. But we know that it is supposed to come this year. Now, they haven't guaranteed it, but that's what they said. I mean, they've had this helmet for a while now, so I'm not sure what the holdup is. Again, if they were just running into an issue with certain things, maybe with face masks or something, sometimes it could take longer to get certain little parts of the helmet right and not just the crown of the helmet itself. But that is still supposed to come to both college football and Madden this year. And again, there could be some other equipment stuff. We saw them, update equipment quite a bit this year, add a lot of new cleats, a lot of new face masks. We saw them add, certain things to Madden that aren't in college football yet, like new wrist coaches and wristbands and stuff like that. So again, if Madden gets it, college football will get it at some point. I don't know why they would wait till next year's game. So I do still think we're going to be getting more equipment to some degree in college before the year is over. And we could also see another reshuffling of the rosters at some point, like a final year roster update, maybe shuffling some abilities around for big name players. We know that whoever gets the Heisman will be a 99. They did that last year with Travis Hunter. So whoever that is this year will probably get that honor as well. And they'll shuffle some abilities and stuff around, but we have probably a few weeks before that happens. But in terms of like Dynasty and Road to Glory, I don't really think we see anything else with that for the rest of the year. I think anything we see with that is going to be moved on to College Football 27 at this point, unless there's a bug that pops up that they need to fix before the end of the year. Other than that, I don't think we're going to see too much more with that. But that's about where we're at right now. Just wanted to make sure you guys were up to date. Now, if you want to know about some really cool hidden features that exist in College Football 26, make sure you check out this video right here on the screen.